Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here with another update video. This is for the week of December 10th to the 16th. Here I'll be talking about new PC releases as well as my planned content for this week. Let's start off with new releases beginning on Tuesday, which is today. We saw the release of Dishonored's Dunwall City Trials. As of this recording, I have already done a video taking a look at Dunwall City Trials. Actually sort of liked it more than I expected to. It adds 10 challenge missions to the game, which provide you with these various tasks, and you try to accumulate a high score. And there's different types of challenge missions, like there's stealth and combat, and ones that you've got to try to move really quick, focusing on mobility, and ones on creativity. So it's pretty interesting. I've got a video that's about 40 minutes long. It's not technically a first 40, it just so happened to be about 40 minutes long, but that should be coming up sometime either before or after this video, so stay tuned for that. Also released today is some Assassin's Creed 3 DLC, the Hidden Secrets Pack, as well as the Tyranny of King Washington for Season Pass holders. Now, unfortunately, I have yet to get around to playing Assassin's Creed 3 for the PC, so as a result, obviously will not be covering either one of these DLC packs. Still wanted to let you know about them, though. Some more content for PC owners for Assassin's Creed 3. There's also some Borderlands 2 content coming out. It's the Creature Slaughter Dome. This actually was a pre-order bonus, I believe, through GameStop. It adds a location in Borderlands 2 where you go in and slay demons over and over again. Because of the fact that it was a pre-order bonus, so I'm sure there's plenty of coverage of the Creature Slaughter Dome already online, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to cover this. I think it's going to depend on if I have some free space to fill in my work week, and I feel like there's nothing else more important to cover, then I might just pick up this DLC and show you guys the Creature Slaughter Dome. Otherwise, just YouTube it. I'm sure there's plenty of coverage. Again, it's adding a single location to the game where you can fight sort of like an arena against enemies to get gear and XP and stuff like that. Couple of new releases coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow we are seeing the release of Party of Sin. This is a puzzle platformer that can be played with 1 to 4 players where you go through hell and try to solve puzzles. It's pretty interesting. I think you're supposed to actually be playing as one of the 7 deadly sins, so that's kind of interesting. I might take a look at this. I think it's going to come down to once again whether or not I have time, just like the Borderlands 2 DLC. But this does seem somewhat interesting and fairly unique of an idea. Not the fact that it's a puzzle platformer, but that you play as one of the 7 deadly sins. So we might just have to take a look at that sometime on Wednesday or Thursday. Also on Wednesday, Hawken goes into open beta. Hawken is that mecha game that sort of plays like an FPS. I've covered it in the past, but I might do another video. In fact, I probably will do another video in celebration of it going into open beta, just revisiting the game, seeing what has changed since I last looked at it, and also just reminding you guys, hey, you should check out this game. It's pretty interesting. And finally, for new releases this week, Darkfall and Holy Wars, which was greenlit on Steam, is going to be released on Wednesday as well. This is a fast-paced PvP MMORPG with full loot. So it's a PvP-focused MMO role-playing game that has a loot incorporated in it. I believe it's a spin-off of the original Darkfall. I'm not entirely sure, though. I contacted them to see if we could get early access. Unfortunately, I never heard back from them, so it looks like I'm going to have to wait until its release on Wednesday to get my hands on it and cover it. Hopefully I can have a video for you on Wednesday or Thursday, so long as the information is correct. It says right on the Steam Greenlight page that it is being released on December the 12th, which is tomorrow on Wednesday. I haven't seen it in the queue for upcoming titles, but again, if the Greenlight page is any indication, this game should be out tomorrow, and I'll take a look at it, let you guys know what I think, probably in a first 40. So that does it for new releases on the PC this week. However, I still want to let you guys know what else I plan to cover throughout the course of the week. I did get into the beta for Wizardry Online, and I am not impressed. I played the game for a couple of hours, and I was just facepalming the entire time. The combat was slow and clunky. It was just, I have not liked it at all. I think the most ridiculous fact of this game is that you don't heal up. You can find potions in the game to heal up, but they're very rare. And the only real reliable way to heal is by spending in-game currency or real money. It's going to be a free-to-play MMORPG where you can spend real money to heal up because there is no innate health regeneration. That would be really cool in this really tactical game where it's, the combat is difficult and intense, but I thought the combat was awful. I don't want to go into it too much. I'll just let you know that I will be covering this eventually. I hope to look at it this week, if not next week. And yeah, it's not, I don't think it's good at all so far, but maybe my opinion will change after a few more hours. I just doubt it. And finally today, I wanted to let you guys know, if you happen to miss the video yesterday covering the Elder Scrolls Online, I'll just tell you right here, I do plan to start consistently covering this game and following it throughout its development. 2012 is closing up and I started to look ahead into 2013 and I was checking out the games coming up, and after doing a bit of research and watching a few videos on the Elder Scrolls Online, I started to get really excited. Now obviously I enjoy prior Elder Scroll games and I had that Skyrim Let's Play series, but man, I have got high hopes for this title, and maybe it'll be a huge flop, and maybe it won't turn out to be as good as I hope it will, but I've been looking for that next really engaging RPG experience that I can play with friends that just really pulls me in and that I like a lot. Of course, we had Guild Wars 2, and I played that for a bit, but I have to be honest, I couldn't place my finger on it, but it didn't pull me in like other games in the past have. And I'm really hoping that the Elder Scrolls Online can do it. I don't know if it will, but that's going to be part of this process of following the game's development, seeing the decisions they make, eventually trying out the beta and letting you guys know how the gameplay is and whether or not it's really something that is engaging and entertaining and that could potentially be the next big thing for me personally. I'm not saying it's going to be the king of all MMOs. I'm not saying it's going to trump World of Warcraft. So many people love to talk about that. I'm not saying that at all. But for me, could this be the next thing that really draws me in and that I really enjoy? I think there's potential, so that's why I'm going to cover it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let us wrap up this update video for the week of December 10th to the 16th, talking about new PC releases and letting you guys know my planned content for the channel. Just a quick once over, Dunwall City Trials video coming out, no Assassin's Creed 3 because I haven't played that yet, potentially Borderlands 2 and Party of Sin. I plan to take a look at the Hawken open beta, and then we've got Darkfall on Holy Wars. Beyond that, all of our regular content, the Force Feed, SC2, Smite, MTG, all those wonderful things that you guys have come to know and love here on the channel. Thanks again for watching this update video. If you like the content, please subscribe, and as always, keep watching and keep owning.